AI is something that's gonna be controlling the future. And honestly, AI be scaring me. Hold on, what's that noise? Hold on. So AI is something that is damn near like holy shit, right? So I've been using AI to like make thumbnails. I've been using AI to ask it things like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? Right? So that's kind of like scary. And I was watching a movie with my girl last night. Last night! I was watching a movie with my hyena last night. God damn it. Okay. And when we was watching it, like, there was a part in the movie where they were bringing back all the characters from the other movies into one space. And we're like, oh, look, these are the people all from the other movie. And the movie was The Conjuring. At the end of the movie, Conjuring, like, they're having a wedding or something, right? And they're walking through, and you can see all the characters from the other movies. And I was telling my girl, like, you know what? Like, this could possibly be AI. AI, bro. AI. Are you not hearing me? So it's like, if you think about it, like, is AI going to take over movies and actors eventually? Are they going to stop having actors? Because later they can make a whole movie just off of using AI, right? Like, these people are probably not even there physically for the film that part in the movie. They probably just like told them, send pictures of your face. You know what I mean? We're going to put it to a body and it's going to be part of the movie. And here's another thing, The Conjuring. They say that in the movie The Conjuring, it's real, right? Do you think that those scenes are like everything that they do in that movie, is it actually real? Do you think it could possibly really be real? Like, think about it. Did stuff really that happen like that? Because if stuff like that really did happen, then stuff like that would still be happening till this day. And you don't hear of shit like that going on. Like, you don't ever hear of no. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I might have had like lightweight ghost encounters. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I might have had some ghost encounters, but like it didn't feel to like where like there was like demons onto me, right? Like in this movie, The Conjuring, like there's demons. They're talking to them and they're seeing them in visions. Like I don't know. I want to look this up on Google to see, is The Conjuring, like, is it really based on a true story? Conjuring. Is The Conjuring really based on a true story? Let's find out. Yes, The Conjuring is loosely based on the real experiences of the Perron family and their encounters with alleged paranormal activity in a Rhode Island farmhouse. While the core events are based on the Perrons' claims, the film's exaggerates many details. Exactly. It's very exaggerated. It has to be facts. Like, there's no way. The film exaggerates many details for dramatic effect, a common practice in horror movies. What's based on the real story? All right, so this is what's based on the real story. A real family named Roger, Carolyn, and their 5 daughters did live in Harrisville, Rhode Island farmhouse from 1971 to 1980. In The Haunting, the family reported experiencing phenomena such as apparitions, strange noises, and physical contact, which lasted for nearly a decade. So imagine like you're really living in a house and you're hearing all this creepy shit going on and you're seeing things. Like, would you try to move to get away from it, or are you staying? Like, do you have the money to leave? Like, I don't know. Like, for me, I'd be tripping. And it's just like, I don't know if this is real. But, like, I just want to look into it. Like, I do. Because, like, this is, like, very trippy. Is The Conjuring... Let's look it up on YouTube. Is The Conjuring real? Conjuring real. The truth about The Conjuring is creepier than the movie. Let's see this real quick. Bro, I don't even know if I want to watch this. I'm kind of scared. I am kind of scared. I'm not going to lie. This is kind of terrifying. The true stories of the Warren hauntings. That's an hour long. I'm going to have to watch that one with my girl. Like, honestly, this is bringing, like, creepy, chill vibes. Hold on, bro. I don't want to watch it, but let's see. It's scary, I'm telling you. Shit, hold on. Y'all can't hear it. Hold on. My bad. Alright, I'm gonna run it back.
to get in an extra scare. But those claims
scary,
rarely
bro.
add up to anything more than a disclaimer on a movie poster.
That's scary.
One family, however, claimed that in the 1970s, they lived the tale told in James Wan's 2000 film, The Conjuring.
It's gotta be capped. Like if shit like that really happened, like we'll be having a bunch of encounters to this day. Like people would be complaining about, like, I'm seeing. My deodorant stick just fell from my dresser. Let's continue to watch.
Their beds kissed by ghosts in the night.
But I'm just saying though,
by
like
the spirit of a witch.
Like shit like this would still be happening
today,
to this
we're
day,
going to
right?
take a deep dive
If it was
into
actually
how the
really
true
real.
story
Look at this.
behind The Conjuring is even creepier than the movie. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History channel. After that,
Do I
leave
want
us a
to?
comment
You're
and
kinda
let us
scaring
know
me,
what other
buddy.
Foolish topics you would like to hear
Is
about.
The Conjuring
Okay,
real?
Time to conjure up some spooky history. In 1971, Roger and Carolyn Perrin, along with their 5 daughters, April, Cindy, Christine, Nancy, and Andrea, moved into their new house, located in Harrisville, Rhode
Look at that house. Is that actually the house, though? Is that actually the house?
Island. If you've seen The Conjuring, you already have an idea of where this is going.
I'm starting to feel hot. I'm getting warm watching this. This is scaring me, y'all.
But the most curious thing that happened to them didn't have anything to do with ghosts. Rather, it was a piece of advice given to them by their neighbors. For the sake of your family, leave the lights on.
I'm scared!
It wasn't long after receiving that fateful piece of advice that the Perrins encountered their first paranormal entity. As with all hauntings and long-term paranormal experiences, the terrifying events of the real-life conjuring began as strange occurrences that barely registered as paranormal activity. Things moved.
All right, bro.
There were weird noises. It was nothing out of the ordinary for an old house. According to Cynthia Perrin, there were a lot of small things happening that no one talked about until it was too late. Unfortunately,
It was too late. It was too late. They're there to get your ass. You're cooked. What's up, signer bro in here alone? I'm telling you, bro, I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. Nah, it's because we was watching So here's the thing, right? We were watching The Conjuring last night, and I was telling my girl, like, there's no way these stories are really real. And of course, they exaggerate all of this stuff, right? But like, if all of this like creepy like stuff was going on and it was real, then we would be hearing a bunch of cases about it till this day. And like me talking about it, I'm kind of scaring myself because I might bring some encounters into this house. And like I tell Cielo, I've had some strange encounters before, like sleeping and waking up in my room and looking up out my door and I see something looking at me, and I'm like, I get the chills through my body, and I hear something move in the house. Like, I've had some shit like that happen to me before, you know? So it's just like, I'm trying to study this to see, like, okay, what really goes on? Does this stuff really happen? Are people really getting, like, demonic shit going on with them? Like, you get what I mean? Like, I'm tripping, bro. Like, there ain't no way. There ain't no damn way. My bad. I didn't mean to blow your eardrums out. My fault.
serenity of a banal haunting wouldn't last for
So
long.
I'm studying it. I'm studying.
After moving
How y'all
into their
doing,
dream
though?
home, the parents
Good
almost
morning.
immediately realized that they were living with what they believed to have been an entire set of ghost roommates. At the onset of the haunting,
Ghost
the parent
roommates?
children felt that most of the entities
Get the hell out of there.
were benevolent, if not benign. The children even claimed that the initial entities occasionally acted as babysitters. Some nights, the ghosts would even tuck them in.
What the
into sleep
hell?
beds. Both
The ghost would tuck them in. Bro, if my kids told me that there was ghosts tucking them in, we're getting the hell out of there. You got me. Hell nah. We're gone, bro. We're getting the hell out. We're moving across the country. We're going to goddamn Spain. We're going to goddamn Afghanistan where they got the AK-47s. We shooting them damn ghosts if they come anywhere near me. Straight up, bro. Cause hell nah, bro. Get the hell out of here, bro.
Cynthia and
Straight up.
Perrin remember the
Straight
ghost who
up.
tucked them in. They even remember the way she smelled. According to Cynthia, when they first moved into the house, for the first 2 months, there was a ghost woman that came and kissed her every night on the forehead.
Hell
First,
nah.
She thought it was her mother, but something was off. As her sister Andrea put it, Mom smelled like ivory soap, and this spirit smelled like flowers and fruit. After learning to live with their friendly ghosts, The Perrin family made a go of it on the
Casper,
new farm.
the friendly ghost.
However,
Hell
it
nah.
didn't take long
The Perrin
for more
farm.
malevolent forces to begin creeping into their little slice of a
Bro, why does it feel like whenever you look at photos from like the 80s and stuff, right? Like they all look creepy. So it's kind of more believable that there was like some ghost encounters, you know? And yeah, it just seems like a creepy time to actually live in. I don't know, it's scary, bro. It's scary.
Girls claim that they were attacked in the barn by unseen entities.
What
And
the
then
hell?
One evening, a series of voices began to speak to them about the bodies in their walls. Andrea claims that her sister Cindy climbed into bed with her one night to tell her about the harrowing news a disembodied voice had delivered. According to Cindy, the ghosts told her there are 7 dead soldiers buried in the wall. While the girls were dealing with something reaching out to them from beyond the grave, a different series of events began.
Nah, this giving me the chills.
Terror to come. They claim that at 5:15 in the morning, the smell of rotting flesh.
Bro, what the hell? What kind of photo is this? They got Annabelle dolls and Ouija boards up on the fire. Like, whose house is this? Why would you have this in your house? Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. Hell nah, hell nah, hell nah, hell nah, hell nah. I ain't feeling this.
Through the house,
I ain't feeling that.
tossing everyone out of bed one by one.
I ain't feeling
Andrea
that.
claims that around this time that the girls were visited by a male ghost that tortured them so badly that she refuses to give any concrete details. Let's just say there
What
was
the
a very bad male
Ugh, what the fuck?
in the home with 5 little girls. Given the implication, you'd think the family would pack up and leave at that very
Facts.
moment, even if they didn't have anywhere
Facts.
else to go. But astonishingly, they decided to stick it out.
Why in the shit would you stick it out? I'm leaving that house instantly. We gone. Pack your bags. We out of here. Let's go. We're leaving. No. Like I said, we're moving across the country.
While the entire Perrin family had paranormal
Pack your
encounters
bags up.
at their time living
Now.
in the house, Carolyn Perrin, the matriarch of the family, seems
I'm
to
getting
have
the
been most
crazy
sensitive
chills
to
from watching
spirits
this.
inhabiting the home. In an interview with the Providence Journal, she claimed that she knew something was wrong when a woman in
Bro, if I see something like this, I swear to God, if I have a gun, I'm shooting it. I'm getting it the hell out of there. Just like that sound you hear, it's gonna be an RPG and they getting blown the hell up. Get out of my face.
Gray appeared next to her bed. Get out. Get out.
You see
I'll
that?
take you out with death and gloom. That's a not too subtle hint. Maybe they should take it. I would. The woman in the gray dress could have been the ghost of a woman named Bathsheba Thayer.
Bro, I'm
who was
getting
the witch
scared.
believed to have done most of the haunting in this case. That being said, she could
I'm
have
getting
also
scared.
been a poltergeist created as a
Poltergeist.
portent of things to come, or one of the many ghosts who dwell.
This is
within
giving
the
me bad
home.
feelings.
Ghostbusters notwithstanding, this isn't exactly a science. Andrea Perrin, the eldest daughter, later said, whoever the spirit was, she perceived herself to be mistress of the house, and she resented the competition my mother posed for that position. Again, you'd think the whole death and gloom thing would send the family running, but like a good horror film, the answer would be no. The parents allege that
I need to get out this
Thayer's
house.
attacks
Why am I
were
watching this?
harmless poltergeist activity. They were pinched, poked, and prodded by a seemingly invisible force. But then, things escalated. The parents believe Thayer wanted them to leave. Pretty obvious. Remember the get out thing? They also think Thayer tried to get what she wanted by torturing Carolyn. When physically assaulting Carolyn didn't work, the parents claimed that Thayer inhabited Carolyn's body to better horrify them. That sounds like an effective strategy. Possessing Carolyn gave Thayer the power to cause the mother and her family intense bodily harm, and it left Carolyn feeling weak and emotionally drained. One of the strangest parts of this story isn't the gray witch that haunted the family, or the broom ghost that was known to sweep up the kitchen whenever no one was around. It's how the story came to the attention of Ed and Lorraine.
I don't know if I could keep watching this. I'm starting to feel hot. Let's speed it up.
Warren, the paranormal investigators who helped turn the Amityville haunting into a household name. Most accounts of the subject claim that the family reached out to the Warrens, but according to Andrea Perrin, a family friend went to see the Warrens while they were giving a talk in Putnam, Connecticut. Cynthia Perrin backs up this claim, saying in an interview that a family friend named Barbara went to the Warrens lecture and then told the family about the couple. After Carolyn allegedly became possessed with the spirit of Thayer, the parents got in touch with Ed and Lorraine Warren. The couple came to investigate, and Lorraine Warren claimed that she sensed a dark presence in the house from moment one. According to the parents, the Warrens cleansed the home and conducted a seance with Carolyn in the family's basement. Unfortunately, the seance did not go as planned and made things much worse. The Warrens visited the parent family intermittently over the course of the next decade, but they were never able to fix anything. Lorraine never publicly discussed what happened during the seance, but she does claim what happened in the basement disturbed her to the core. Andrea Parent corroborates Lorraine's story. She claims that she snuck into the basement to see the seance firsthand and was never able to look at her mother the same way again. According to Andrea, her mother began to speak a language not of this world in a voice not of her own. Her chair levitated, and she was thrown across the room. So, 8-year-old spoiler alert, if you saw the Conjuring movie, then you probably remember a series of escalating games of hide and clap, where one person is blindfolded while the rest of the girls playing run off to hide. In these scenes, the mother is consistently taunted by a pair of ghostly clapping hands belonging to Bathsheba Thayer. The hide and clap scenes are super spooky, but it turns out that the real story is much more harrowing. Cynthia Parent claims that one day while the girls were playing hide and seek on the farm, she hid in a pine box without any kind of lock, latch, or ventilation. After no one came to find her, Cynthia decided to find a new hiding place. She later told an interviewer that when she tried to get out, the box wouldn't open. She started to panic and began pushing at the lid. She kicked and screamed, but no one heard her. Luckily, 20 minutes later, her sister Nancy came along and simply opened the box for her. Paranormal or crappy old box? We'll let you decide.
Damn.
According to the Parent family, there's
What do you think? Paranormal or a crappy old box? It might be a crappy box. I really want to believe it's a crappy box. I do.
still being haunted by Bathsheba Thayer. During the filming of The Conjuring, the entire family was invited to the set. Initially, they were all going to go, but at the last minute, Carolyn got cold feet and changed her mind. She claimed that she didn't want to make the trip, but it's also not hard to imagine there was some trepidation on her part to dig up the past. Andrea Parent claims that while the family was being interviewed, a rogue wind swept them over, knocking down cameras, lights, and anything that surrounded them. Meteorology notwithstanding, they all agreed it was Bathsheba's curse. When they returned to their hotels that evening, the kids learned their mother had fallen and broken her hip at the exact time that the eerie wind swept over them. When the family made it to their mother's hospital room, they claimed that she sat up and said, "Bathsheba's curse. She does not want to be exposed." According to Andrea Parent, everyone who has lived in the house that we know of has experienced the haunting. Some have left screaming and running for their lives.
Bro, why would you even want to move into that house after even knowing about any of them experiences? Hell nah, like, come on, like, do something different, like,
but left screaming without his car, without his tools.
go somewhere else.
However, according to the current owner, Norma Sutcliffe, the house isn't as haunted as you might have heard. Sutcliffe only claims to have seen and heard people talking in other rooms, footsteps when no one is home, and a strange blue light shooting around a room. Yeah, Norma, that's still not normal. Get out. After The Conjuring was released, Sutcliffe became so unhappy with all the attention surrounding her home, she attempted to disprove the Parent family story. The demonic antagonist of The Conjuring is a witch named Bathsheba Thayer, born Bathsheba Sherman. The Parent family claims the spirit of this woman haunted them for nearly a decade, possessed their mother, and even followed them onto the set of a film. But was Thayer really a witch, or is she just the victim of bad press? The film posits that Thayer sacrificed her baby to Satan before hanging herself in order to become a malevolent spirit within the Rhode Island farmhouse. However, it turns out that Bathsheba was just a normal woman who was married and had 4 children. 3 of them did die at a young age, but this was the 19th century, so it wasn't that unusual. In 1885, Bathsheba passed away from a stroke and was buried next to her first husband and 3 children. Finally, one of the biggest questions most people have about the haunting of the Parent family is, why would you just not leave? I have that question. It's a reasonable question. According to them, the answer is money. It simply wasn't financially possible for the family to leave. The haunting was happening during the end of the Nixon administration, all the way through the Carter administration. The economy was terrible, and no matter how good your friends are, no one has a room to house 5 teenage girls and their mother and father. Aside from that, Andrea Parent notes that the property value on their 200-acre farm was devaluing by the day, and the family would have been destitute if they had just walked away. In 1980, the Parent family was finally able to sell the house, and as soon as the paperwork was signed, they made a beeline for Georgia and never looked back. As to whether this is a convincing reason to stay in a house with ghosts that take control of your body and abuse your daughters, well, like with every other aspect of this story, you'll just have to decide what you believe for yourself. So what do you think? Do you believe in...
Bro, I don't know. I can't keep watching videos like this, but like I said, I don't know. Do y'all really believe, like, the Conjuring films? Like, is that shit really real? I don't know. I really don't want to find out, but like I said, man, me and my girl, we really was just talking about this shit, and it's a scary thing. It's a scary thing. But anyways, it's your boy Los, over and out this night.